Cade York set to do the honors here, and we are underway from Cleveland. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Come on, set. 52 blaster. Watch out now, 52.
Two and a throw right away. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Fryermuth. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's got some space here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
I'll tell that nigga.
Defensively, not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you try to have a few men in the box.
Yeah, I'll be done after this game. I'll be on.
The straight ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
He said he jumping. Now he can. He said he's jumping in game chat.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
He said his boy is jumped in the party with y'all, I guess.
They're going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins.
So if you're on PC, you can't jump in the chat, in the party?
If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Well, these two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. 2nd down, here's Chubb again. And he'll get this to about the 34, a gain of just 3. This defense for the Steelers, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolute phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
And not much happening there. He's taking down blood.
The gameplay?
Penalty flag in the backfield.
Yeah.
This looks like a roughing call.
Yeah, that shit's actually dope.
For a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Huh?
The Browns at 8-7, a game over 500 on the year.
Yeah, it's basically you're just playing, bro.
Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not
like,
an
ain't
easy
no
task here in a hostile environment.
Crazy ass, like catches. I mean, you still get the animations and shit, but a motherfucker can't go into the zone and then all of a sudden he's just unstoppable.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Chubb.
Bro, get off the... I was about to say. Piss me off.
Nick Chubb, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. York ready, and here we go.
Plus, everybody in this motherfucker cool as hell, too. Yeah.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now is
come on, Denzel. That should have been a sack, too.
Takes the ball, keeps
Damn.
the ball, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
That is on me.
A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 62 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
On second down, this is Harris. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Yeah.
Najee Harris, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Boswell good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Micah Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
Sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on one throw.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris with his 19th touchdown, his second of the game. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And that's good for a gain of 6. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that.
Oh, Chubb fumbled it, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Well, my friend, this has certainly been a comedy of errors here in the first quarter. Neither side able to really hang on to the ball.
Yeah, now I'm just curious to see which team can adjust because both have made their mistakes, as you said.
Yeah, and whoever can do that can seize firm control of this game, something they haven't done with the ball so far.
Following the fumble recovery, here's Tua. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Browns' 32-yard line.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Steelers 14, Browns 7.
Okay, break.
Harris running straight ahead. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. They'll run again with Harris. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 68 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Okay, ready?
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Looking to pass. Tua. That is caught. It's Uzama. And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
On the ready?
Tua going to tap this forward on a jet sweep. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Ready?
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Martin Emerson. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Pat Freiermuth from 13 yards out. And the Steelers go up by 2 touchdowns. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offense.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. And the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Off of play action. Tagovailoa. Going across the formation, he finds Freiermuth. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Love the play call that time. Love the design. You put 3 tight ends on the field. That screams jumbo set, running formation to a defense, right? No, they go play action, and defense gets confused for just a split second. And next thing,
touchdown! Adam Troutman from 17 yards out. And the Steelers take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point now by Boswell. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Steelers 28, Browns 7. Chris
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Okay, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. 48 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. 2nd and 15. Now it's Watson. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown on a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
17.
On play action, here's Tua. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Now before the 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's go.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Tua sets up to pass it. It's brought in by Harris. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 38-yard line. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And the lead will hold at 3 touchdowns.
One of the few things that hasn't gone right in this first half. They had a chance there for late points, but this one winds up off the mark.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they'll have time for 1 play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. The final shot before the break, Watson. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the 2nd half of Week 17 is underway. Now, this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. He'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 57 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the 2nd half.
That's good for 28 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On 1st down, it's Watson. This is the tight end, Njoku. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Browns come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Extra point by York is up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They hand this off to Harris. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with a bandit.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Looking and finding Shepard on the crossing route. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now a first down carry for Harris. 94 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. So potentially a big turnaround brewing to begin this third quarter as this defense forces a much-needed turnover.
Yeah, this is a team starting to work in concert now, right? They went out and got a touchdown to start the second half, and now they get the football right back.
Following the fumble recovery, Watson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man complete. A big play that time for Cleveland. 51 yards. Hard to believe that arm strength was a knock on Deshaun Watson coming out of Clemson, but he showed what he's got there. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
Chubb. And Chubb fighting, but nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped short of that first down marker. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They wanted to throw for it. A surprise does not work on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Steeler D will celebrate the goal line stand.
Here we go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, that you take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
2 and now on first down. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down in the sack. Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like it take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. That's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion. On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. So that potentially a turning point here in this third quarter. A 2-score lead down to 1 now following the pick 6.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense. Delivered and accepted. We need to go out there and make something happen.
I'm trying to look at it.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Yay! She said she not doing nothing for her, so she thought she was leaving, but she not. So, I don't know if you can understand what they were doing.
And the next Sunday?
Yeah,
the Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Set, ready.
On the give, this is Harris. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets to the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover
Bro gonna tell me, oh yeah, you just have to pay the reinstatement. I was like, I wouldn't have to pay shit if y'all would have just read. Like, why do I got to pay anything?
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That's complete to his tight end.
Yeah, but I don't know. I want that.
They'll give him 4 yards there. 3rd and 7 now.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
And the fuck is all this shit?
That shit's so stupid, man.
This offense so far on third down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Play action. Now it's Tua. Here's Freiermuth again. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He gets it complete to Harris. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Cycle. Black down.
Tua going to throw. A quick pass here has got Shepard. And he will have a Steelers first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On the delay, here's Harris. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Browns are right back in this football game. So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Alex Highsmith making a nice play and getting the sack. The Browns send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Now Austin. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Harris starts the drive on the ground. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Looking to pass. Tua forced out to his left. A throw left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Give him 32 on the play.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. It's hauled in by Shepard. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Second down at 7. They'll try the right side with Harris. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So here we go. On now is the kicker, Chris Boswell. This to perhaps salt this one away. Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow give the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
The Browns drive about to get started. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Micah Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Here we go, set. Ready?
And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation.
Ready.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Well, without question, when you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. He talked about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time.